Hi everybody, Craig Lockard, the president of Automax Recruiting and Training, here to talk to you about carjobsonline.com, the newest do-it-yourself career job board for you car dealers to find the top talent in the country. This job board is cutting edge, and it's brought to you and powered by Dealer Synergy, Automax Recruiting and Training, and Automotive InternetSales.com. And like I said, it's a do-it-yourself job board for pennies on the dollar. What we've created here is a way for you to, within minutes, be able to put a job together for an open position at your dealership, whether it be for expansion, to really absolutely grab the top talent that's in your area, and created a job board and hooked it up with, if you will, 2 of the top 5 job boards in the United States. That's right. Indeed.com and simplyhire.com will be aggregating or indexing the jobs that you post on Car Jobs Online, and we're really thrilled about it and really pumped up. And it's so easy, and like I mentioned, it's literally pennies on the dollar. So, well, I've never posted a job before myself. I don't know how to do it. You know, generally I take a day and spend a lot of money and have someone else do it for me. Pick up the phone and go through all that. You don't have to do that anymore. It's very simple. The instructions are included on the job board. There'll also be some other blog type situations where it will fully explain what I'm about to explain here on this how-to informational video. I want to just go over a couple fine-tuned points to make sure that you're optimizing your efforts when you post a job to Car Jobs Online. Number 1. The title to the job. It's very, very important. And it's going to vary somewhat depending if you're looking for a person of experience or inexperienced, with no experience necessary, no experience wanted. But you want to use very strong words in the title of your job that are going to specifically draw traffic, you will, job seekers, respondents, applicants to that particular job posting that you have. So, as an example, instead of, car salesman, car salesperson, what have you, you would want to use the words sales representative. Why? Those 2 words have a ton of search to them, and they will draw applicants to your ad. You may want to add the name of your dealership in the title. Sales representative, ABC Motors, and then entry-level experience, what have you. Internet sales manager. Well, that's pretty much, a no-brainer. Internet sales and manager. You're going to have a lot of keywords in that title. You can leave the name of the dealership in there or not, and then the experience level that you might want. You want it to be simple, but it's got to have strong words that really pull. And throughout what I'm going to tell you about, think SEO search. You want to create words that work, that are going to pull traffic to your job. The description of the job is next. And there's a couple things here that I really want to point out to you that are very, very key. We want to try to use 6, not 5, not 7. We want to attempt in all ways necessary to use 6 of the key words, starting from your title, the body of your ad, the description of your help wanted ad, and then in the tag words. Let's go back to sales representative. Sales consultant. Representative has some more search, but let's just use sales representative for a moment. It's once in the title. It's going to be there again in the tag words, which I'm going to talk about here in a moment. So that leaves you want to put it 4 more times in the description of the ad. That's how the logarithms work to be able to figure all this stuff out, so you get, again, a lot of traffic and respondents to your ad. So you want to use that word, sales representative, 4 more times within the description of your ad. Make that description rich in words. You want to really talk to your job applicant. I want you to also think of this. They're really not applying to ABC Motors or Big Shot Chevrolet or whatever the case might be. They're really not applying to that signage out front. And that's the hard thing for some people to get their minds around. Who they're really applying for a job to is you. You, the head of the department, whoever you might be, whoever's watching this video, whoever's going to be posting these jobs, and whoever's going to be their supervisor once they start for you, that's who they're really applying to. So, keeping that in mind, let's tell them something about you. Why do you work there? Why do you feel it's such a cool place to work? Why have you worked there so long? What are some of the benefits to you working at that dealership? What's the culture of that dealership like? Do you really embrace that when an employee joins your team, do they really get the feeling of being in on things, on decision making? Are they truly rewarded for not only effort but result, for a job well done? Well, then let's put that in the ad. Perhaps there's a testimonial of a person that you currently have on staff in the position that you're looking to fill that maybe is similar to the job seeker. Hi, I'm Bill. I was a forklift operator, and last year I made $81,000 in my first year selling cars, working in the internet department, BDC, service advisor, whatever the case might be, whatever you're looking for. And if I can, so can you. So those kind of testimonials are powerful. They're strong. And again, you can use those keywords, those 4 keywords, again, in the description of the ad. Now, I want to talk about money here a little bit. Money's important. It has to be mentioned in the ad. Make it realistic. Give them a realistic range and potential earnings for the job that they're going to be doing. We want to make it realistic, obviously. We want to tell the truth. There's no such thing as white lies. So you want to make sure that you direct that dollar amount to what it really is. But don't start your ad like that. Some not tos, let me give you a few. Tons of traffic. Right? Well, what does that mean? Does that mean like it's hard to get into the dealership? Tons of traffic. They don't know what traffic means if you're looking for an inexperienced person. Huge inventory to choose from, to sell from. Well, that means maybe to them, you're not selling any cars. Why would I want to work there? Best comp plan in the world or in the area. Again, they don't know what a comp plan is. So you want to use words that are outside our industry in looking for inexperienced people. Experienced people, kind of a different deal. So you want to keep that in mind. You also want to talk about other benefits to the dealership. What is the culture? Maybe community involvement. And then a very specific, positive description of the ad. No negatives, always positive. Let me give you an example. For instance, if I was describing working in the BDC at your dealership, it's a high-paced, high-energy atmosphere that we're looking for people that are real go-getters, that really want to look to succeed in their careers, and we're going to give you the training and the opportunity to do so. Instead of if you're not enthusiastic, if you're kind of a bummer person to hang around, don't bother answering the ad. That's kind of way to the left side of what I'm talking about. But you understand what I'm saying. We want to keep it to a positive vein. Then the last thing I want to talk about, in those descriptions, make them long. They can be as long as you want. And you want to use tag words and keywords then at the bottom. Any word that has anything to do with that ad. Let me give you some suggestions that are very important. I would certainly put former military or all the different branches of the armed service in your tag words. That again will help in your search and bring people, and if anyone deserves a job, it's these men and women that have been defending our country. They should have a shot at these job openings for sure. The unemployment rate with those folks are, well, depending on what you read, at least double what the national unemployment is. So you want to use strong tag words. Throw in a bunch. What's a bunch? 20, 30, 40, whatever. That have something, anything, with any reasonable distance close to the description of the person that you're looking for. Perhaps the hospitality industry. You also want to use either and in the description of your ad and in the keywords, maybe other job categories that in your area may have been hurt by an economy situation, a financial situation locally, where there's good people that just became available, that just came into the talent pool for you to choose from, that might be, I alluded to a forklift operator before, but maybe somebody in the construction industry, the hospitality industry, what have you. Take a look. You know your area better than I do. Take a look in your area and what people, a large group of people, might be available for you to choose from. It's very strong to be able to do that. So once you've described your ad, you titled it, described it, tagged it, you're going to want to go into the site, follow the direction of the site, pay for the site, and there's 3 different pay situations, and they're all, again, very, very affordable. They're pennies on the dollar compared to any other job boards that work, especially when you're tied into two of the top 5 largest job boards in the country, Indeed and Simply Hired. And then go ahead and put your ad in, post your ad. Then once you do that, then Indeed and Simply Hired every 6 hours scrape or pull or index that job off of Car Jobs Online. Now also, there's one additional tool there that's available to you that I certainly would strongly recommend. You'll see social share buttons on your ad. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. They will be to whoever account you set up with this job board. I would strongly recommend that you then share that job to the dealership's Facebook page, to your Twitter page, to your LinkedIn page. I think it's crucial, and Google Plus as well. And the dealership really should have one of each of those for sure. And that way it can be shared socially, and who knows who's going to grab onto that job and share it with somebody else and so forth. So you get a lot of people talking about it. So again, it's a DIY, do-it-yourself job board. It's very exciting. None of the other dealer social networks have something like this. You know, their career tabs are free. Well, you pretty much get what you pay for in life. So this is really a cool thing. Try it. You'll like it. Thanks a lot, and good hunting to you. Bye.